Hey YouTube, welcome back to another episode of Nerdwave Plays. We're gonna get these last 4 clap components, and then we may or may not start it again, because there will be a quest after. I forget how many there are, but there's a lot. I want to say at least 100. You know, come to think of it, hope everybody had a nice weekend. It is Labor Day.
Over here. I need your help.
And we're just chilling. It's another hot one here today,
We'll
so
speak again.
gonna try to stay indoors. I went out this morning for a bit to run a couple errands, and I came back. It's like, yeah, it's already gross. It's already hot. Actually, I'm a bit disappointed because I did order. I went on to DoorDash to order a mangonada, which is basically how would I describe it? Different places make it a little differently, and like I've had like mangonadas from different locations, but for my favorite spot, it's kind of a mixture of it's like sliced mango, and that's covered in like tahini or chamoy, which is like a spicy. It's like a spicy seasoning, and then that's on top of like a mango slushy, kind of like a mango ice, like a mango shaved ice, and this place also adds mango flavored ice cream in there as well. It's really good. It's really delicious when it's warm out.
Take that.
I'm really hungry. I also like having that with like the sweet stock corn or the esquites. So basically, you can get it like on the. Oh, jeez, it's killing me. Am I gonna die again? Sorry, turret. So basically, it's like a Mexican style street food. You know, you can get it at a lot of places. It's like corn on the the traditional one is like corn on the cob, and then they will like customize it to your liking with I think it's called feta cheese, butter, mayonnaise. And then, again, tahini or some type of a chili powder, lime. And esquites is just, it's not corn on the cob, it's just corn in the cup. So it's basically the same thing, just eat it with a spoon instead of off the cob. It's a little less messy, a little easier if you're, I know the on the cob is more traditional, but that can get messy, and it's a little more involved to eat. Let's put it that way. So the place I normally order from, anyway, yeah, before we get off topic, the place I normally order this from, they don't open till like early afternoon, and I was kind of having a craving, so I ordered a similar drink from another place. Order went in. Oh, batteries are low. Hopefully we have enough to get through the session. And yeah, the order was placed, and then I got the message that the restaurant received the order, and then I got the message that from the actual carrier that they were at the restaurant waiting to pick up the order. And then about 5 minutes later, I got another message from Uber Eats, and they're like, "Oh yeah, your order's been canceled." I'm like, "I didn't cancel the order. What the heck?" I'm like, that can't be right. So I went back into the app, checked my email. Yep, it was all legit. They said, "Well, the restaurants cannot fulfill the order. Sorry for the inconvenience. No, you'll get a full refund immediately." Yeah, nothing. No reason was given. They all they told me was, "Well, we can't fill the order." And like I had already waited, almost half an hour. So I'm like, "Are you for real?" There it is, 75. Let's turn it in, then we'll come back. Yeah, I was so pissed. I'm like, what the heck? Interestingly enough, as soon as I got back into the app, my normal restaurant, they're open. So I guess they had different hours for Labor Day or something, because on the app it said that ordering was not available. So I'm like, oh, maybe they would have opened later, or maybe they were even just closed today. Which is very disappointing, because I'm like, I just wanted my mango. So I didn't get it. I'm like, well, I'm not gonna wait 45 more minutes to replace the order and then wait again. So I went ahead and had another snack. So
Do you need something?
I guess we'll have to wait a little longer. Now they want 100 claptrap components. Oh joy. So disappointing. So disappointing. I'm like, when you're really looking forward to something and then just like, what the heck? I don't think I really want to buy anything else. Like, maybe, I'm not really using the sniper rounds anymore either. So, yeah, I guess for now this is fine. You know what? We should probably empty out the bags. Yeah, so disappointed. I was so looking forward to indulging. And like I had waited most of the time already, so it's like, all right, well, it'll be here any minute now. Oh, you know what? We should heal it before we go back out.
Who needs a real doctor when you got my machines and their scary needles?
Alright, good enough. Pardon me, enjoying some delicious cherry Coke. I need to get my caffeine on, which I'm very intolerant of, by the way, so I don't know why I'm doing it, but when I get a craving, I just need it. So I will pay for it later, but right now, it's good. And you're going to tell me, hey, Nerdwave, well, they make a caffeine-free Coke. They do. They certainly do. However, it's rarely ever in the supermarket. Rarely. But one place I usually find it is at any place where they have those cook machines, like, you know, at the restaurants where they allow you to, like, you know, pick your shot and, you know, mix and match stuff. It's almost always there, and it's pretty horrible. Like, caffeine-free Coke is just not. It's not, like, I don't consider a Coke. Like, my boss at work, you know, he loves Diet Coke. Like, that's his like favorite drink. And you know, he's always drinking Diet Coke or Monster Energy, because that's what happens to be in our vending machine downstairs. But he loves Diet Coke. And I've tried it, and I don't. It's actually in certain ways it's a bit sweeter than standard Coke, but I just don't like the flavoring of it. It doesn't taste right to me. Like, I like regular Coke. Cherry Coke is also really good. You know, I do prefer the bottled version made with sugar in lieu of the fructose corn syrup, which is what we normally get here in the States. The real sugar version just tastes better to me. I mean, the standard Coke is fine, because that's what they tend to sell most places, and, you know, it's still good, but something about drinking it from a glass bottle and it just being regular old sugar, it's better. Not today, little claptrap. Not today. So disappointed. I'm still thinking, but you know what? I may order it later, or I may get it tomorrow. We'll see. It's actually really close to my house. It's not too far of a drive. It's just I don't like that parking lot where it's in, so I kind of avoid going in there. It's just extremely inconvenient to get into and out of. There's rarely any parking, so you gotta, like, park all the way down away from the store or on the street. You know, I don't mind parking away from people. In fact, I actually prefer not to park in busy lots if I can avoid it, just because, like, a lot of people don't really care, you know, or they have kids, and, like, they just kind of, like, you know, fling the door open, and they don't really respect other people's property. You know, maybe, let's see here, you know, maybe let's say, you know, maybe they drive a beater or something. I mean, they don't care if that thing gets scratched up. You know, if it's a beater, if it's like a true beater, you know, it's already got its dings and dents on there. You're probably not gonna be too upset if there's some more dings and dents on it. But, you know, if you're driving something newer, something nicer, you know, if you're taking care of it, clean and dent-free, scratch-free for as long as possible, and then someone just comes around and has no regard for your property, and they scratch your stuff, it's like, I see it every day. Heck, it's not even just the kids. I mean, even the adults too. Like, they're just as guilty. You know, and, like, kids kind of get a pass too, because they're kids. Some of them don't understand. But if you're a full-grown adult, like, you should, that's not okay. That's not cool. I remember I was much younger when I had picked up my first WRX way back in 2010. That sounds about right. It was rather blue and it was gorgeous, and you know, I tried really hard, you know, to keep it clean, to keep it organized, and you know, to not screw up. You know, to not screw it up. You know, I was doing my best. So one night I was up and I had a craving for some Starbucks, and so I drove down to my local Starbucks. And where I used to live, not too far from where I live now, but the closest one was in a pretty big parking lot, thankfully. It was in a bigger shopping center. You know, and actually, I actually like driving there for the most part. Most people, you know, it tends to be better there. Like the layout is more spread out. There's plenty of space. I mean, it gets busy, like especially midday and early evening. It does get pretty busy, but it's just nicer than some of the other lots where it's like the only place in that little part of the lot is the Starbucks. So it's more cramped. There's lots of traffic. You know, there's just not a lot of space to maneuver. This place was big, so I went and I parked. I mean, there wasn't. I mean, it must have been around 6:30, 7 in the evening, sometime around there, like on a Sunday evening. And there was no one there, and I was still learning how to drive stick, so, you know, I was trying to really be careful, and I was trying to park away from people anyway. So, and nobody was there. Like, in fact, I was the only car in that whole row. You know, it's like on a Sunday night, it's kind of dead, you know, past a certain time. So I'm like, hey, perfect time to go. So I went in to the Starbucks, ordered my drink, and I was back out in about 10 or 15 minutes. And I parked my car near one of the lampposts. And like I was so meticulous at the time. Like I even carried like a detail spray bottle and a microfiber towel, you know, to kind of keep it clean in between washes. So I know for a fact what had happened didn't happen because I had kind of gave the car a quick little spray when I got there. So I went in, you know, and I shouldn't have been gone too long. The Starbucks wasn't too crowded, so what, 10-15 minutes maybe? No more than 20 tops, and even that's like on the high end between me going, you know, me leaving the vehicle and then coming back out. So I came back out, and as I'm walking back toward the car, I noticed there's like a, you know, like a light refract. I think refraction's the right term. Maybe it's not, but like there's like a bend in the light on the, I think it was the passenger side door. No, excuse me. It was, let's see. Yes, it was the front passenger side door. Oh, no, that's kind of weird. Maybe it's the light. So I went to look at it. And again, I had just cleaned the car, so I would have noticed this as I was spraying. It wasn't there when I left. Came back, and there's like a dent. Like somebody like swung their door open. Oh, it was no longer an issue. Interesting. I'm just kind of curious. Maybe that could be useful. An infinite ammo, a repeater with infinite ammo. I don't use a lot of repeaters, but it'd be neat. So I was just, I mean, I went through like a stage of like where I was just livid. I was absolutely furious, and then I was just really sad because it's like, somebody came.
Always room for more loot.
Hit my car with their door, maybe intentional, maybe an accident, we don't know, and then just left. And I was like, I just felt so defeated, so crushed. It's like, I worked so hard to keep this looking decent. And then someone just comes along and, oops. Probably hit it and then moved and parked somewhere else. Because, you know, there were other cars, you know, that were there and gone. But, you know, I wasn't there. I didn't see anything. So it's not like I can accuse anybody. And, like, you know, I wasn't about to, like, I mean, it was still damaged, but I mean, if it had been like a shattered window or something, I would have gone around to see if there was like security cameras to see who had access to them, so I could have, you know, gotten the footage and then seen what had happened. But I was so crushed. I was like, why do people do this? Oh, what have we here? Oh. You know what? We need a little more combat rifle ammo. 3-round revolver. What's the point? Okay, let's see. I think they're to the southwest, if I recall correctly. I'm still having a craving for my mango nava now. Oh snap! No! This mofo right here. Yes!
Nailed it.
Even with the crappy accuracy on this rifle, still got you.
Failure.
Not today, bud. Not today. Alright, let's get some more health back up. You know what? I have a... keep forgetting I have these. Let's pop a medkit. Very interesting art. It's, I don't know, who's that artist who does really weird stuff on the wall and does like, oh, I can't think of its name, but it's like a one-name art. Banksy. I think it's like Banksy. Except that stuff's a bit more I wouldn't say morbid, but I kind of get the hint of a bit of a, oh, what would, gosh darn it, I kind of get like a twisted Tim Burton vibe from Banksy sometimes.
Target hit.
You know, a little macabre, a little dark, a little sinister. But it's just kind of weird, you know, gorilla with a laser. Who taught the gorillas how to shoot? You! Okay. Oh, it's gonna be, geez, it's a little past 2 in the afternoon right now. I still want to wash my car, but I'm like washing it, you know, in the direct sunlight. Not gonna happen, so I'll wait till like after 6 o'clock, after the sun starts to set. And it'll be a little cooler. And that'll be a much better time to wash. Ooh.
All right, we got
Swag
guns over
Master.
here.
Okay. I guess. I don't really care for the rocket launcher anyway. Alright. Well, at least we're heading in the right direction. Alright. Let's get into the thick of this. Ah, too close. Too close. Oh, snap. Coming from both sides.
Oh, you know that hurt.
Not today, my friend. Not today. And we're on our last clip of the combat rifle. Ammo, so switching guns shortly. Oh, crap. Gosh darn it. Man, those kamikaze claptraps are a major pain. Is there anyone in... Nah, he's way too far. Alright. Respawn. Let's try it again. Dang, we gotta go all the way back. Well, you know what? Since we're here, might as well ammo up at the vending machines. Okay, I am going the right way. Crazy.
Even the best gunman gets hit from time to time, so make sure your shield is up to par.
Sell some junk.
If you need healing, step right up.
Ooh, yeah, we need one of these. Maybe two, in fact. We do have... Oh, the ammo. Duh. The reason I came here in the first place. You don't want to have... I don't want too many health kits since I do have the auto regen, but sometimes it's nice having a good chunk of health to regen quickly. Oh, these guys respawn, so it may be that the claptraps in the front respond as well. Find out. Oh, snap. See this guy coming. He got a shock weapon. I was like, what? Why do my shields keep dropping? It's more accurate. 6 points of accuracy, but half the reload speed and 1 point down in damage. So definitely more support style, not a. I can't believe the summer's gone. Liberty's here. Summer's over. Back to school, kids. Let the health recharge a bit. We're gonna max out assault, so we gotta start soon. Couple more levels, we'll max that out. Then we'll gotta look for another skill tree to look into. Scorpio turret. I mean, I do use it a lot, but even if you max this out, 35 extra damage percent increase in. I mean, it's not weak, but with an almost 2-minute cooldown on the Scorpio turret, I don't think I'd get as much utility out of that as well. See, refire might be interesting, because that would mean you'd get to deploy it more often. So that may work out. Cooldown reaction per hit, 1 in seconds. Same thing in here. I mean, while it's up, yeah, it's going to help its effectiveness, but which is the cooldown for a Scorpio turret. See, this might be better, because it's going to be just a passive. If it, well, let's see, 100%. Well, let's see, Grenadier. I don't really use a lot of grenades. Same thing with aid station. Seems like pretty limited. This one might be interesting. Grit, 3% bullet resistance, so 15% maxed out. Between that and fitness, it should keep me pretty. Oh, and quick charge should help keep me alive a lot better. Same with stat. That should keep me alive a lot longer. And then from there on, we'll just kind of pick and choose. Okay, let's see. Sneaky claptrap. Not today, my friend. Not today. Well, they respond, alright. You know what that means. We don't have to go all the way back to that corner. We can just start killing them again here. you.
How do you like them apples? How do you like them apples?
Oh, hello, my friends.
Three flashing red light.
Almost killed me that time.
Daddy,
Forget they came out of,
I'm done.
they come from this side as well.
Daddy,
38 out of 100. Oh, we're getting there. And they're pretty easy to kill. I mean, at this level, I'm already 4 levels above. So, they don't give as much XP, but they're pretty easy to kill, so... Should be pretty easy to get this done.
I'm done.
Oh,
Three flashing red light. How do you like them apples? Three flashing red light.
ah. I don't like how when you die, your turret disappears. That turret can mean the difference between life and death. So it's like, you know, the damage should stay up and the damage should count toward giving you that second wind. It does not. We're going to there. 47. Ah, of course. It's like, they kill you and then they duck out, like, alright, no second one for you, bud. No second one for you. But you know what? We're actually coming up on... It's I can't believe how quickly the time goes. We're gonna come up on 40 minutes here anyway. So... in an effort to kind of keep the running time as low as possible, we're gonna go... We're gonna head back now, so next time we'll be able to jump straight back into it again. And we only need 50 more, so it shouldn't take too long. I bet we can get the 50 between this section here and then going back to that corner in the southeast where the other claptraps are hiding. I think that'll be enough to get the 100.
Don't let the lads get the upper hand. Yeah, better go today.
There we go. Yeah, incendiary. You know what? We don't have another incendiary gun, so maybe we should hang on to that one. Just in case a need comes across. Oh, we do have the incendiary rocket launcher, though. So, let's just hang on to it. One extra item in the bags isn't a big deal. Perfection. Ammo's topped off, bags are empty, so next time we'll be able to just jump straight back into it and continue again with the clap components. Oh joy. Anyway, thank you all for staying to the end. Next time, I think we'll finish this. I think there's one or two more follow-ups to this. I forget where the cutoff is. But anywho, thanks again for staying to the end. If you enjoyed the content, please like and subscribe so you don't miss out on a future episode. And looking forward to catching you all in the next one. Later days.